immediately to your coffer here. But Viper's going up 20 pop, looking very scout-esque. He's pushed all his deer. He's feeling fine, and with his scouts, he'll be able to take map control.
Alrighty, I'm back. Nice intro to the gold rush. Looks like you were correct with the polls. So we got polls here. What do you think about Spanish polls? Like the fact that conquistadors exist. Seems like polls are gonna be.
I think conquistadors are really gonna have a nice power spike early castle, and that's what really we're gonna be relying on. Because Viper is already gonna be in feudal in 40 seconds, and he'll have scouts and like map control. So I think that's gonna force ACCM to build his castle maybe more defensively. But look at his golds; they're like both forward and looks a little bit gross. And Viper has a pretty nice wall ability map as well, but he's playing really open, so he's gonna be pretty aggressive. But I don't think he'll be able to come in here.
Yeah, Viper's not super happy about having his full work forward on the forward berries is never good as pulls. So, yeah, it's like he kind of wants to do some damage, but is he gonna really be able to get too much done? Like ACCM has really nice walls. He's kind of tucked in the corner on this map too. So
yeah, Viper sees it too. So he sees the walls. He knows that they've all done there. So I don't even think he's gonna invest too much into his military right now. I think he, just like he's doing, getting both his eco upgrades and just booming a little bit into like a fast feudal, into eco upgrades, into castle. Because ACCM going up now with 26 villagers, 27 pop. If this isn't a fast castle,
I don't know what to say.
Be stricken down by a floating ice cream truck and live.
All right, interesting. Interesting.
It's another SpongeBob reference. Okay, not the point. The point is, what do you think about conquistadors?
Yeah, conquistadors are going to be insane. Like poles, they tend to struggle against that cav archer type unit, and conquistador is a cav archer type unit, very strong, fast, ranged unit, and of course being a high damage output unit can kill siege as well. So very difficult for the poles to deal with here. Now Viper going for that second full work in the back, wants to keep those things nice and safe. Honestly, like, is it worth it though? It's not like he's walled, so he could have just placed them around the front ones. And ACCM's up so late that it's kind of obvious that he's FC. So I don't know, bit of an expense.
Yeah, it's a little bit weird. Because the full work, it's a mill, it's a house, so it's 125 wood instead of just 100. Because poles don't get mills, they get these little buildings instead. Full work here.
Yeah.
And then, like we mentioned, the farms built around do give 10% of the food immediately to the resource bar. So they're actually pretty strong. Viper mining gold, not stone. Interesting, because if they're mining stone, they get a little bit of gold back. What are your thoughts there?
Yeah, well, with the nerf to it, you need to have 3 stone miners, which count as 1 gold miner. So if you want to have enough gold to actually go up to castle age fast, you need a lot of villas on stone. And if your plan isn't to make a castle, if your plan is to say play crossbowman like what he's doing, then or skirmishers, he might do skirmishers as well, then you kind of don't really want to be on stone anyways. So I think that it's fine to mine a bit of gold as Viper in this situation, just because he just needs that specific resource to come in a little bit faster. And ACCM on the way up to the castle age.
Yeah, he'll be there a little bit faster, but comparatively, Viper's not going to be that far behind. And he picked up both his eco upgrades, so his eco has been really efficient the last little while. And I like it, but I love also that ACM is house walling behind here, his palisades, because palisades are just notoriously weak. And yeah, castle for ACCM, obviously as Spanish, he's gonna go for the 1 TC play. Where are we dropping said castle? I don't think he has an army. I don't think he's as a position to like go across the map and build in the center, especially with all these lions out in the center. So what are we doing? Defensive castle at home, build a couple of conquistadors, second castle in the center.
Yeah, probably something like that. It just doesn't really make sense to send villagers into the center of the map right now, because ACCM doesn't really have very good economy. And if you just send vills forward, that's like a third of your economy or a quarter of your economy just doing nothing. And yeah, the main thing is you want the conquistadors out. So he might as well just make it at home. And then, yeah, second castle in the center if he wants a second castle, or just like boom for now. Yeah, he wants to see how much damage he can get done with the conks first.
All right, well, Viper just took a nice scout win there, so ACM doesn't have a scout anymore. But I see these 4 villagers want to make that castle. They are building it, okay, in an interesting position. But yeah, Viper with his 4 skirmishers probably won't be able to deny it. And then we'll see Conquistadors coming out really, really quick here. Viper maybe will come closer and scout it at some point in time. Come on, little guy.
Yeah, he's gonna see it.
Yes. So now we know.
But Viper already knew this was coming because he just made skirms from the start of the game, right? So he's
This
gonna
is
have
true,
that
but I mean,
elite skirm option.
we've confirmed it.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And
That's
there's the TC in the back for ACCM. He's probably going to get a third TC started once he has the stone here. Again, getting Bosaw first. But whatever. He's going to be going for some conks. He only has 9 on food. 10 on food. Well, his berries are going to run out, though. So it's like, actually, a siege workshop. Okay, so he's... I don't know. He's going 2 TCs, but also a siege workshop and a castle. I don't think he can actually
I don't like
afford
that
this.
the siege workshop is so close to home. Unless he makes a mangonel, but like conquistadors are so much faster than mangoes. Meanwhile, Viper was forced to make these 6 skirmishers. Interesting indeed. But he's got 6 of them. He's making more, so I'm assuming Elite Skirmisher is going to be on the horizon. But Viper also has some monks, so he's going to grab this relic really close. And monks are going to be fine to try to get conversions on the conquistadors too. Spanish, do you think we'll see some of those missionaries?
Probably not. Like, it's just way too expensive to add in, and doesn't really accomplish anything here because he's not up against knights. So, yeah, I kind of don't think we're gonna be seeing those. It'd be pretty hype, but
Well, we saw a siege tower last season.
yeah, and it didn't
If
really
this is
work out
the
for him.
people.
But yeah, the conks, 2 conks isn't enough to one-shot the vills, so you really want to have 3 or 4. 4 because of missed shots. Nice snipe on the monk there, though. That's really good because monks are definitely annoying to deal with as the conk player. And a snipe on
grabbing a skirm, yeah.
He's getting kind of lucky shots there.
Yeah, and they're full HP. Well, she says.
Yeah.
The monk. Oh,
See, that's
he
what
gets that
happens, though.
conversion, and the monk lives too.
Yeah.
Okay, that was pretty nice for Viper.
All it takes is some bad RNG on the missed shots, and then the monk getting a faster conversion, and then suddenly ACCM's really far behind, losing 2 conks and giving 1 to the opponent. So, yeah, monk's kind of annoying.
Look at the military, 10-1, rough.
Yeah, exactly. Well, ACCM added that second TC a little bit too early for what he was doing. I think if he's going to go for that second TC, he needs to add a third TC and not add the Siege Workshop. But he added the Siege Workshop. It's not really going to contribute here. And adding the second TC means that he has less conk production, which slows down that. So it's like he's kind of doing half and half. And, you know, you don't want to go half and half here. You want to go either full military, or you want to go for the full economic approach from the start of Castle Age.
Don't half-ass 2 things. Always full-ass 1.
Yeah. At least to some extent. Because
now the Lions are getting in here.
Well, yeah.
They're going to get all bullied. Look at the skirms as they go into a circle of mini bobininess. But yeah, villager count 43-43 for both players. ACCM idling 2.5 minutes. But he does finally have 21 on food. So it looks like he's getting an economy that's somewhat sustainable here with his 2 town centers. Probably maybe should think about adding a third one at some point. But I think he wants a second castle.
Yeah. Well, he knows that he has to kind of go all in from this point because his economy is going to be so far behind the Poles, and he didn't really get any damage done with those initial conks. So at this point, it's kind of desperation. He's just gotta try and get something done with these 2 conks. Well, one of them dies to the TC, and yeah, I think ACCM is gonna try and control the center, but Poles has enough res to spam knights even without the center, and yeah, ACCM losing the second conk to the scout, unfortunately.
Tears will be shed, but we have these 9 skirmishers and 2 monks in the center, and I don't think 3 conquistadors are going to be able to be enough to fix it. But now ballistics is in, so those skirmishers' accuracy, they can do the headshots. The 3 monks will be great for the 3 conquistadors around here. It's looking pretty good for the Viper, but villager counts still stable for both.
Yeah, Viper has a much better positioning in this game. Mangonel's gonna pop out. Are we gonna see a juicy shot here? No. Viper knows. And Viper is only really here to bring
Oh,
in that
Viper
relic.
picks up that relic.
Yeah, exactly. He brought his entire army here just to, like, get the relic. And Viper is going to basically have all the relics, except for the one that's
Yeah.
in ACCM space, so...
I don't even think that ACM sees that relic.
No.
No, he doesn't even see it.
And Viper doesn't
Weird.
see the other relic that is close to Viper's base, but still. Viper with redemption!
Redemption.
What a gamer!
Whoa, but the mangonel kills... kills the monk, but gets converted. Funny how that came out, and this scorpion not gonna kill a skirmisher, and the mangonel takes it. So honestly, ACCM is in a little bit of a cookie here. He's in a pickle jar.
Yeah.
There's a lot of pickles here that we have to work through. I think we need more units to deal with the skirms. I don't think we can just keep throwing conquistadors into this mess.
Yeah, well, with ballistics, it's so hard to micro against, and Viper
but I
will
mean,
be able to
ACCM
micro this.
Look at his queue. He doesn't. He has a Rax. He has a stable. Maybe like, hear me out. 1-2 knights.
Knights, yeah, without upgrades, they still die to the skirms, so it's like, I don't know. And it'll get converted or something. But yeah, look, these bills are coming forward, but they're spotted. I think ACCM's gonna actually GG here. Like, honestly, he's so dead based on how this game has been going. Nothing is going ACCM's way. Like, if he loses all of these bills, it's just kind of over.
I mean, there's that one scout that's doing most of the heavy lifting. No offense to the skirmishers, but maybe if the skirmishers are attacking the
Yeah.
We saved 3 of them, which is certainly something. But Viper is imping, and look at that. ACM nowhere near, but no one has control of the center, and Viper with those 3 relics, gonna be pretty. He's gonna be set.
Yeah. Yeah, like, ACCM's big issue was he's just doing this half and half play, and he needed to go full military in early castle age to actually accomplish anything, or he needed to go full greed so he gets a better imp timing. Can't really try and do both. Not against the Viper, and not against Poles, so... well, ACCM cleaning up this army, but I don't think Viper really cares. Like, he's gonna be imp, he's gonna have enough for a castle defensively, and he's just gonna continue to spam skirms.
So Vipey, in a pretty good position. He does have a castle on the way, and Poles get bomber cannons as well. So yeah, ACM's forward castle. I don't know how long it's gonna be living, and it is on the monastery and a folwark, but like, it's nothing too crazy.
Yeah, ACCM does need to make this kind of play, but I fear it is too little too late. Viper getting a castle on this hill out here. All right.
Yeah, hold on. Could ACCM possibly deny it? I don't think so. I think he's going to keep his conquistadors next to his castle. If he saw that, it would have been really great. But yeah, Viper's going to have 1 castle by the time he's in Imperial. And we're imping out of a safe town center, so it doesn't look like that's going to be at risk of death anytime soon. ACCM, look at his res. He's got nothing. He's poor.
Yeah, nothing. That's what 2TC economy gets you. Nothing. ACCM made a second siege workshop too on the hill. It's so funny. He has 2 siege workshops that are idle now instead of just 1.
Listen, we don't siege workshop shame around here. All right, ACCM furiously mining some more stone, but Vipey and Imperial picking up Chem Bracer. He hardly knows her. ACCM is thinking about it. He's thinking about it, and then he's like, "No, we do not GG right now. We go on further."
Yeah.
Hey, there's a relic really close to the monastery that didn't make it.
Yeah, well, you know, I think that Viper actually ungarrisoned that relic to make a little wall so that ACCM couldn't run in with his units. I'm pretty sure he was doing a masterpiece there. Like,
but you can't choose where it ungarrisons.
You can to some extent. If you set the rally point, it will go in that kind of direction. So, yeah, you kind of can a little bit. So,
well, it took him 2 tries, I guess.
Yeah, I think so. Something like that. But
that is, hold on, that is a masterpiece.
Yeah. I would have to, maybe I'll go back and rewind after the game's over, because I think this game is getting near its conclusion here. Honestly, ACCM, he's got worse economy, worse military, and worse technology. And so what advantage does he has? He has a little bit better map positioning right now. He's gonna run in with the conks, and find himself up against units that can kill conks.
Oh, say it ain't so, because we have 2 TC's garrison, and they're just getting bullied from every angle. Oh, ACM with 2 conquistadors, not even 2 light cav on the field. And these castles are going to get bombarded to infinity, and
Yep.
tears will be shed as we
So
have 1 skirmisher all the way at ACCM's base just poking and prodding at a house just for funsies, and then Viper adding another castle on a hill for some more defense, gonna have lots of wood there. He's in a pretty good position for sure, but
yeah.
only 1 relic.
ACCM's final gambit is to go for full light cav. Maybe he's going to add in some knights as well. He got +2 armor, so he's hoping that Viper's going to just full commit on skirms, but Viper's smart enough to just go into arbs, which will kill the light cav. So, yeah, I mean, if Viper committed fully on skirms, then yeah, a light cav could surprise him, but these crossbowmen are going to be able to deal with any kind of light cav or cavalier that come in. Okay, well, ACCM's revealed what his plan is, his master plan, and maybe a little bit early, but yeah, I mean, even
well,
the
I don't think
castle.
that Viper's sending these 2 Trebs out just to their death here. They look very unprotected, but Viper's adding, never mind, he's bringing forward his repair bills, military. I like it. Sure, we're attacking the castle at the bottom of a hill, but so far no one's in the center. Is Viper at risk of, like, coming out of gold here?
Well, he has gold under his TC. He's got stone, and he gets gold from stone.
You bring up a good point here.
Yeah.
Conquistadors, can they deny this castle? There's only 4 villagers here. Viper's gonna go away. He's gonna respect this, but he's got a really big army, so I don't think ACM can hold that position.
Yeah.
Yeah, score's not looking too hot. Viper with Arb on the way. And BBC's in tow as well. Meanwhile, ACM burning through the moonlight oil. His stone here.
Yeah,
For the
so
cats.
like Poles, they don't even need the center, as I was saying. Like they get so much extra gold from mining, and then also the full work economy allows them to just sell food if they need to. So yeah, Poles is completely fine with giving up the center and just having a better economy at home, and ACCM calls it here.
I'm gonna just rewind here because I think it was around 28 minutes that we had that relic masterpiece.
Yeah, I think I want to see that as well.
Let me just take a little gander. Take a little gander here. Okay, hold on. I'm looking at it.
Yeah, I mean, he did just ungarrison them. He was trying to bring them to the back.
I've already committed this. Okay, there we go. Yeah, he ungarrisons this one. And maybe he was thinking about moving it further back.
Yeah, it could have been. It could have been intentional, or it could have just been...
I'm gonna say this looks like he just wanted to save his relics. And not put that... I don't think it was the masterpiece. But we thought it was.
It ended up working out, so.
It ended up working very nicely in his favor. But yeah, the conquistadors weren't even there. But yeah, now they couldn't run in there. And it worked out well for him. But was this the plan?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yep.
It's not the masterpiece that people... Maybe I shouldn't have rewound.
Well, you know, he did ungarrison 2 relics, and he only had 1 monk, though. So why would he do that, right? So maybe he was still thinking of that. Maybe he was trying to do both. He was trying to get the relics back and wall with the relic, maybe.
Well, you bring up some good points.
Yeah.
Viper fails at one thing, everyone else. Masterful gambit. Something like that. Let's take a look at the stats here real quick. Yeah, 46 skirmishers, once again proving how strong the mighty skirm really is. The skirm is, mightier than the
gun.
I don't know, something with a pen and sword comment. Anyway, we've got Poles with military economy, technology, prowess looking pretty good, and this is going to be match point that we're going into game number 5.
Yeah. ACCM was looking strong taking the first game, but now Viper is just clapping back. So what maps do we have? We have...
Ring of Reeds.
Ring of Reeds.
Hear me out.
Yep. It's probably going to be ACCM's final home map, I would expect.
So. I would be interested in seeing it.
Yeah.
But let's take a look at the draft, the Rafty.